Okay. And I hear my fingers snapping, so I'm live, I'm audible. Welcome back, everybody. Wow, sweet turnout. Can't say I'm surprised at this point in the tourney. Oh, there was a nightmarish seed, logic-wise. Just imagine if that was the old weekly challenge where the SMRAT logic was actually forced for your run to count. Oy vey. So, winners round 7 match 2 between the Ponk Meister and the Toastmaster. Ponk now having taken game 1 by quite the landslide. Our stream is loaded up. Hash giving us a Fune with 2 eyes, a suction cup, a Dragoo, and a Fune with no eyes. Essentially. Toasty is ready. 2 remaining. Yes. I don't know what's been going on with my live split the last couple times I've calmed a race, but I've just been going to the site now. It's easier. And oh yes. In case anyone is unaware, my name is Smokey the Bear 125 Sapphire Smokey. Your friendly Smokey gal pal. Lovely to meet you. We'll get together for a lovely soft drink or something afterwards. Now we have at least a second race to settle in and enjoy. This being winners round 7, we're going to be having a best of 5. So even if Ponk takes this one as well, Toasty's still not out of it yet. As of right now, there are no more matches scheduled on the docket after this one. Until tomorrow, that is. Tomorrow at 1 p.m., there's alternative winners bracket round 8, match 3 between Magoo and Cheese Reaver. So I wouldn't be shocked if you were to hear my voice sometime around that hour as well. Cheese is one of my best friends in the community. And I just brought that sentence to a complete standstill. Apparently, I lost the train of thought and where I was going. Anywho, moving on. Oh, there is our countdown as I just jump back to SRL. The gun has been shot. So, the obligatory little delay to reach on over here to our friendly neighborhood SRA channel, and they're off. And, ooh, nice. Less than a second difference between the two of them. That's pretty good. Little more sharpness on Punk's capture, giving us a better view of the acid rain outside. Acid rain, just imagine if you started the vanilla game in series and happened to locate power bombs in there, you'd land on the planet with no acid rain falling. So, ooh, both into the Old Mother Brain Tour Ruins room. Looks like one pit for each there. Not too bad overall, reaching the Blue Bryn elevator about the same moment. And what is our first item going to turn out to be this go round? 'tis gonna be space? No, ice yet again. Well, well, well. Majority of times I've calmed an SMRAT race, it seems to have been space that turns out to be the first item, making me envious of the runners. Wow. Okay, let's hope Ponk does not, for his sake, does not forget about the construction zone this time. Oh, okay. This Ponk, just as before, goes straight for the D-boost, gets it first try, once again, and is this just the same seed over again? That's yet again at the under the Christmas tree. There is our first energy tank. So I don't even have to change that on my little notepad document here. What do we got down here at the? Okay, so it is a little different. We've got our first Paco Supers at the construction zone, which neither of our runners have forgotten about, and I cannot get on Ponk for it because even doing some of my hundos, I've forgotten about the construction zone spot a number of times. It can sometimes be a pain in the derriere if morph is not your first item. And Toasty landing right square on the middle of... Okay, sorry about that. Maybe it appears my headset might have died for a moment there, so I just plugged in there. Luckily, the charger's right here. Usually, I hear a beep 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 on my end when the battery's running low. You can hear me now, right? Just heard the... I hope you can hear me. Okay, okay. Yeah. Excellent. So, yes. I'll keep an ear out for that in the future. But in the meantime, we've dropped on down to BC. We've dropped on through the Terminator. We have got, hamburgers at both spots there. Ponk not sticking around to check out what's at the back of Gauntlet there. As Toasty, seeing what was here last time, is curious. And it... Oh, score! Well, score with looking anyway. Yeah, Toasty heading straight on back, and I totally support that decision. Finding the old beep stooster on the left side of Gauntlet in the back. So what's Ponk going to find down here? Giving us our route divergence. So first reverse tank. Giving us 1 and 1. Oh, oops. Okay, as I was about to say 2 and 1, and a barrier suit. Wow. Like I was saying, 3 and 1. Looking looking like the last one a bit in terms of energy. But Toasty, wow. Perhaps making up for the last seed, Toasty, already knowing where Speed Booster is, might be at a bit of a disadvantage, or excuse me, a bit of an advantage when he gets down there and sees Varia. Okay, so E-Tank 2, Brinstar, R-Tank, E-Tank 3, Ron Pupil, M2. And thank you again, Ponk. Reverse Tank 1, Early Supers, floor M. Toasty, taking his jauntlet through the gauntlet, is going to find for us yet more sliders in the front gauntlet front door. There's a shout out to Fry Guy, who unfortunately does not seem to be here with us at the moment. But, oh, Ponk yet again finding detonative explosives before Toasty does. Difference being Toasty will most likely locate those as well by the time when he gets down there. Just regular old boring pistols behind the super door at Coons. As Ponk's down through the trapdoor, not really worried about these B-toms whatsoever. Another pack of supers for Toasty, little bonus there in the back of Gauntlet. And what did you miss, WJG? I'm not sure where exactly you tuned out there, but it's like more supers for Ponk there, if I saw correctly, at Etikun Power Bombs in the little pocket. Toasty is back down on through the tumbler and through the Mushroom Kingdom. Soon to be exploring charted territory. The Punkster's been through and finding some sweet rewards along the way. As Ponk's still charting more uncharted as of yet territory. There's E-Tank number 4. All of which he's collected thus far at Big Pink Mid. Toasty not even needing to do the mock ball, showing off the sweet strats of Speed Booster. Oh, another reverse tank at Mission Impossible. His early count of 4 and 2. Toasty finding his rewards. And E-Tank's coming handy. There, him being at a mere 83 energy at the moment there. So this seed, as I was alluding to a bit earlier, possibly making up for the trolliness of the last seed. Ponk, as per usual, gets the blue gate glitch in the wave gate room on try 1. Oh! And is rewarded yet again with a screw attack. Sweet stuff. So, out of logic, but now, according to the logic, the gauntlet and the speed booster is open to Ponk, although I highly doubt he'll be going that way. But, yeah, a lot of items putting a bunch of stuff in access for them early on here. Add a baby Toasty, getting his explosives. As Ponk finds supers and yet another E-Tank, number 5, in fact, at charge. I don't see Ponk actually collecting that many more E-Tanks after this. Oh, yes, WJG. Bombs at the Etikuns E-Tank there, and was a vanilla major-minor split at the Etikuns. The other 2 items were minors ammunition. And speaking of vanilla ammunition, supers at Spospo. No sign of charge yet, the item, not the location. So expect them to keep picking up supers as they find them, until at least it shows up. So that's a complete clear out, all that Ponk can do, of Big Pink. Toasty will have a bit of an advantage here, depending on what's at the waterway. He'll be able to go and see, and Ponk is going to backtrack here. He's going to run through Blue Bryn. He only has 3 power bombs, so... Oh, but he does have screw attacks, so he'll be able to explore, looks like pretty much everything here. Oh, he is interested in the missiles. He just wanted to put down that power bomb to save a little time. As Toasty, too, gets his 4th E-Tank, both of them having collected all the synergy having been found thus far. Ponk returns through the construction zone and is going to show us some Billy Mays action. So yes, needs the power bombs, of course, for these bottom blocks, but once he gets up here, can just screw through the top block, and also do so with a moonfall or with a regular drop coming back out. But he wouldn't even need to do that, as it turns out. He has regular bombs too. So yet another reverse tank at Billy Mays. It's almost all the reverse tanks already. Mays M1 and some more supers. Early count of 5 and 3. That brings Ponk to a tidy 15-25-10 for Anu. Toasty not far behind him. Toasty up one power bomb pack, having gone to the gauntlet. IIRC power bombs were the front door gauntlet item. And Toasty about to be rewarded with his screw attack once he gets the gate glitch here, which I expect to see from him on first or second try as well. Yep, first try, every try, once again. Oh, and Ponk putting the screw attack to good use to check out Old Mother Brain. Vanilla pistols. Boring, boring, boring. But he collects them. Wants to have something for Fantoon in case no other methods show up. Should Toasty go this way too, he will also have the luxury of being able to check out the Criteria Climb Super item, which Ponk could not, just ran out of power bombs and could not have even checked right there, unfortunately for him. But, oh, good point from Bugs. Ponk very well might go to the gauntlet now, and especially finding Speed Booster there might, Toasty, you're forgetting something. Oh dear. Okay. Perhaps he'll remember later. Oh! How did okay, Ponk has not been there yet. Ponk went straight back to Blue Bryn, straight back through the reverse meme route as Toasty just chose the Green Hill Zone illusory gigapipe, and what does he find? Is rewarded yet again. All of a sudden, Toasty skipping the waterway does not seem quite so tragic anymore. Something amazing could still have been there, but wow. Seed, once again, still making up for the last seed, and Toasty very nicely destroying all 4 bottom rippers in the red tower there with his super screw action. Toasty going straight to Spazer instead, as Ponk is about to find his next power bomb pack, luckily. Not that he'd have needed them here again. He's Ponk, you're out of power bombs. What the? Okay, guess he's not interested. He just figures, well, can go back to the ship and refill. Alrighty. Both playing it a little fast and loose in certain respects here. But Ponk taking advantage of the sight of that beep stooster. Yes, true. All of them in chat who see fit to burst my proverbial bubbles. At the same time, 6 and 3. If Ice is reluctant to show up, Ponk might want another pack of power bombs. Okay, Crade M, 6 and 3. Toasty, the first on down to the big Kmart. Oh, you're right. You're right, my mistake again. They have ice. More proof they literally let just anybody commentate these things. And Ponk will not be going up to the volcano yet. He is heading straight east. en route to the wrecked ship. Or not. He's heading straight south, down to the Red Tower, as Ponk grabs his supers. Cute. I really wanted to provide you with that sort of atmosphere. I'd do my whisper thing, like this. Do the ASMR commentary. And give you the sounds of drinking stuff. Kraid is semi-loaded with supers and E-Tank and plasma. Is Ponk finding pretty much naught but more ammunition down in alphas and betas? Means Toasty's gonna make his next stop Upper Norfair. And what shall he locate on down here? It's into the high jump region first. Just pistols, as Ponk displays for us half of the best moonfall in the game. And supers at the high jump missiles. Oh, and Ponk is going to be rewarded when he gets back over here to the room he's in now, the Green Hill Zone. Well, there's our 7th E-Tank total, 6th for Toasty at the high jump boots. Ta-da! Ponk all suited up. Very possible Ponk might or might not go to the waterway. Poor waterway, getting no attention with total access here today. This of course means Cathedral can be skipped, whatever that item might or might not turn out to be. Ponk again not doing his early X-ray check, not that it would be quite as necessary this time around. Toasty taking a brief break to do some farming on down here. Samus Aran had a farm. R-A-N-D-O. On that farm she had some gametes. H-U-N-D-O. Health drop here, missile drop there, blah blah blah. Yeah, Toasty scoping out some supers at the Bubble Mountain locale and dropping straight on down. Going for LN just now, again without the aid of a number of things like high jump and charge and such, but he is equipped with ammunition. Is pretty much good to go, and now he has a reliable method up worst room in the game. Probably thanking goodness for seeing those bombs early on this time. Is once more going to be executing for us a high jumpless gravity jump. Textbook. One wall jump off the wall, one off the Namahe face. Affirmative, WJG. Both will have done Kraid in just another moment or three here. Oh, Ponk just, barely missing out on the Kraid quick kill this time around. Or the Dennis and Randy Quaid kick quill. Yes, also correct. Plasmo's at Kraid's E-Tank. And Toasty gonna have an easier time in the pillar room with the destructive half of the crazy combo. We are on up through worst room. Toasty gonna set a power bomb there and bomb jump up the smart side of the room. Oh, Ponk perhaps forgetting there he needs to kill Mini Crate again and the pirates to get back out of the piracy prison there. I suppose it can happen to the best of us. And Toasty is up. Yeah, don't expect any community loyalty to be kept by the runners in this race, especially given how generous this particular seed has been to them thus far. I did not see where all the items were in the spoiler log of last one, so eventually, like all of them, I'll go back and archive this. Oh! Toasty getting a little bodied by that last pirate there, knocked back down, but fortunately not beating the acid up the top of Amphitheater. And wipes out 2 of the amigos. No need to bother with all of these fools. And Ponk not even bothering with the high jump area, is just straight to the right into the Penetrator, Great Wall, B-Tom Speedway, whatever else you want to call that room. And 4 Mega Deskigas wiped out by the Toastmaster in Wasteland. Oh, looked like he might not have meant to collect those pistols, but got him anyway, like it or not. Hey, Ponk is down the Hanging Gardens, and bit of a light struggle there through the first part of the Magmire, but he's through into the Helcom Cavern. As Toasty is in the dojo, taking out Metal Ninja Pirates one by one. Oh, sweet. Gets the second one there with... Oh! As Ponk just barely misses the lava spark. But as the same backup, it's timing a little less fortunate there, but made it up nonetheless. Okay. Neither going to be bothering with farming stuff in the Broil Farms room, as Toasty just straight on in, supers equipped and at the ready, at his disposal. Good 5 or 6 hits on the Riddler, making his first swoop upwards. Ew. Yep. Ponk backing up a bit, going for the stutter to see if he can get fast pillars on through, and gets it. Ooh, sweet. Sweetly done. Indeed. Now, doing the same strategy. Whoops. Takes a hit from the pirate. And Toasty gets picked up mid-run animation, which I always find humorous to see. That was his last super, and he gets a total of 1 super drop from Ridley. Oh, Ridley hiding one of the SMRAT staples behind in his little chamber there, where he held the baby larva hostage until it broke free, the boots of high jumping. Toasty's PF Flyers. So Toasty with a decent lead still. As Ponk is without the aid of those high jump boots, which we now aware are locked behind Ridley. Oh, Ponk gets bodied back as well. That top pirate there not playing very nice today. Oh, no vanilla Ridley beam, but vanilla Ridley boots, so that's cool nonetheless. Toasty gets the speedball out of Wasteland, so very nicely done, and get a high 5 there. One of them in morph ball form, the other in spin jump form. Ponk is going to be a little shameful, actually, himself. And grab the regulars. As Toasty is going to be a little Fire Flea Curious. And check out what's... oh, more supers. Okay, those might very well come in handy. This Ponk is in the lead ammo-wise overall, 30, 45, 10. But Toasty gaining on him in that regard. Is up back on through the scary architecture of this, what I call here, the Indiana Jones room. The real Indiana Jones room, as it were. Boulders chasing you and stuff. And not bothering to see what's in jail today, if it might be charged yet again. But oh, once more yet again, seeing an E-Tank at Alkun Hadarubi, giving us a count of 8 and 3. If he checks out, oh, he is going to have a look at Franker Musketeers too, and gets the missiles. That's oh. Well, I guess while they still don't have charge yet, missiles can lend a bit. Oh, that was a crappy move. That was a D move there, or a C move by that second musketeer, Athos, or is it Porthos? Trolling Toasty there. Is Ponk having maybe not quite as clean a Ridley fight as last time, but closes it out with 221 plus energy. Well done. Seconded. Ridley not playing very nice. Toasty finding the 9th E-Tank at Wave Missiles. As Ponk grabs his Air Jordans. And supers at the Wave Beam itself. No sign of the smoke beam item itself just yet. Oh, good point. There. Oh, and Toasty doing that speed high jump combo jump out of the double chamber a bit differently than I learned to do it. Can drop through the crumble blocks there, morph under, run a little ways, and jump just enough to wall jump off that ledge. Oh, having a bit of trouble getting the, speaking of ledge wall jumps, just a bit of a struggle getting up there to Norfair reverse, but does so successfully. Ponk 2 getting the Wasteland Speedball. As Toasty is treated to a 10th pack of supers and surpasses Ponk's ammunition count. And what's he gonna... Whoa, yet again, just like last time, 2 more super packs at the Norfair reverse room. That puts Toasty in near ammo go mode. 2 more missile packs will do it for him, or 2 more super packs, depending on how many times he refills. Ponk not interested in the Alkun Hadarubi energy tank. See if he's interested in the Franker missile tiers over here. He is not. Alright, so Toasty is going low. He's gonna farm down here again. I didn't particularly expect him to go to Croc. Yeah, just screw farming some more gamuts, and we're out. So, bad news, cheese, cheaty, duck, other croc lovers. It appears that both races today we are going to be croc blocked. But Ponk also heading on through the Norfair reverse region, through the speed area. Check out what's over there. And with all the sweet items they've gotten in this seed so far, and 2 runners, of course, of this caliber, hardly necessary. Okay. Toasty is up on into the water world. Marie. And just for the fun of it, once again, is going to check out the main street and the beam at the Sizer Supers. So, see if he'll crapple. Nice one. Nope, not interested in it. Understandable. He's already got a pretty reliable method to take down Dr. Dre in the person of Speed Boost and Shine Sparks. Oh, but he is going to check out what's over at the aqueduct over here. He's going to find some more ammunition, just regular pistols, which are difficult to skip over, and supers, which are not so difficult to skip over. Indeed. Well, Toasty has 3565. So it was kind of my understanding that if your amount of regulars and supers add up to 100, then you're pretty much in go mode. It might sometimes the numbers when they're like this are a bit fuzzy to me. Wow, nice. Oh, almost a one-round Botswoon fight from Toasty, but that should do it, I do believe. And if that didn't, did those supers just go right through Botswoon's head? Okay, that looked a little weird. But the fight was over anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. Alright. Oh, Ponk a little low on energy here, but should be able to handle things just peachy. If he goes for the aqueduct items over here, okay, he's not going to. Toasty with some nice spike D boosts through the Coliseum. So Ponk, just like they said, probably about a minute and a half behind, enters his Botswoon fight, enters Lake Erie to take down the Sneck. Also almost gets a one round. And that'll do. Both of them with 8 super missile shots in the first round, and Botswoon known for dropping mostly health in his collection of drops. Something that Ponk could have used a good deal of there, so. Yeah. So Toasty sitting very pretty at a comfy 3570, and going with the foreseeable any percent strat of Shine Sparkin Dragon in the head. Because I would have to go back and double check this, but I believe even though Dre is the only sparkable boss who takes damage from the Shine Sparks, that she also only takes half the damage from them. Yet one more reason Dragon is such a C. And Toasty not checking out Dre's item. Really no need to. Thank you, Bugs. That is correct. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So Toasty is straight on back out of here as Ponk has made up a little bit of time already into the well, waiting on the Evers. But Toasty straight on back through the Coliseum. And yep, Ponk also going with the any percent strats. We'll see if he's able to close it out with a, well, he's a little low on health still, but probably gonna go with, well, we'll see. Might go with ammo the rest of the way, or no, Ponk is okay. He's gonna go with ammo the rest of the way. Yeah, Ponk is not aware that he's a bit behind, but if he'd been able to get his blue suit and then maybe drop in the health refill room up at the top right of the Coliseum, he'd be able to do his reverse full halfy both leaving their respective rooms there. Toasty leaving the Crabratory as Ponk leaves Precious. And Toasty with another nice high jump speed booster combo jump there onto the ledge from Mount Everest. 108 behind. Okay, so Ponk is making up some ground. Bit by bit here. Both still have old fanny pack to do here. And no curse or anything intended, of course, but let's hope neither of them happen to forget that fact. It has happened before. Hashtag Fantoon skip. Toasty is not forgetting. He's heading east on through the moat. Just finds missiles there, does not want them. And just needs a couple attempts to wall jump on up the right side. Let me know, by the way, please, if my commentary starts falling a bit behind. Looked like my stream might have frozen for just a second or two, a couple times. Okay, Toasty is into the vessel. To the Shecht Rip. Ponk, pretty close, not exactly right on his heels, but well, also does not want the missiles, and also elects to go underneath for them, and just needs a single well-timed, well-placed jump up to the top side of the moon there. And both, well, not being forced, but choosing to run along the bottom of the ocean. Really just one method of killing Fantoon at their disposal here. Both Charge and X-Ray reluctant to show up this time. Ponk is out of supers. He's going to have to open the Ghidorah with 3 missiles, and try, hopefully, to get a super drop from one of these flames, so he can close out this Fantoon fight when desired. But, yeah, still closing the gap there. There's another little high five leaving Fantoon's room. Toasty is right back out of here. I do not expect him to check a thing. He is definitely in go mode. There's a super drop for Ponk. Alrighty then. Ponk should not have any trouble with this fight. Still a little low on energy, but equipped with both suits and screw attack, and some reverses as well. Toasty pulling off the reverse ocean fly. A trick about 1000% easier to achieve than the not reverse ocean fly. This Ponk's got Fantoon looking a pretty nice toasty shade of brown right about now. But yes, Ponk's Fantoon fight here, not exactly showing his frustration at the same time. Not exactly as clean as Toasty's was there, and there it is. And it's over. Alright. Toasty grabbing his obligatory refill. The ship there. I neglected to note if he saved at the ship or not, but the refill's the important thing. He's got 2 save stations in Turian of the 19 total save stations in the game, not counting the ship. Hardly anyone ever uses the first one. The second one gets a lot more visitors. Alright, Ponk as well, straight on out of here. Nice leap through the door for Toasty. And a luxury of what is now a staple in pretty much all randomizer logics, if logic can be pluralized, not having to sit through the cutscene of the G4 statue exploding. Or imploding, or you know what I mean. Lava interfering with Toasty a bit on his first Metroid room. Oh, gets grabbed by the Metroids in room 2, but no sweat. True, best of 5. So we will be seeing, presuming Toasty has this in the bag and closes it out, takes it, we will be seeing a game 3 and 4. So that'll be sweet. I do not know what you said there, Heartman, but sorry about that. That was not my doing. Alright. Toasty is into the waiting room, not going for a baby skip, intentionally damaging himself down. Oh. A mild swap space appears. As does, an oh dear. Ah. Well, we'll see if Ponk goes for a baby skip, which will not be as easy to pull off without the smoky beam, but certainly has been done before. Yet another item that's been reluctant to show up. Logically, as these go on and on, weeding the roster down to the strongest players, and we're going to see more efficiently executed races and less things checked and less majors turning up. This, for instance, is of course all they've needed this go-round. Last time they needed even less. Well, Ponk did. Toasty missing the Ice Zebetite skip on the first Rinka there, so he's going to reset the room as Ponk is indeed going for a baby skip. Should we even still be calling this thing a baby at this point? Well, I guess we have to call it something. Whoop, oh, and he makes it. Nicely done. Okay, so Ponk... Oh, Toasty messing up the Rinka freeze there once more. Ponk making up some time here, especially if Toasty doesn't quite get this. Another trick that's not quite as straightforward to pull off without wave. Requires a bit of a different setup, but he has ice, so he can make the Rinkas stay away a bit longer here. All of a sudden this, yes, right you are, Heartman, all of a sudden this race got closer. And, oh, Ponk pauses to turn off his screw attack, make this skip easier. Ooh. Oh, okay, gets it at the last moment there before the Rinka thaws. Toasty's still in the lead, but by way less than before. Toasty pulling out the supers has already used up all his regulars. Okay, Ponk being forced to dip into his super count a bit to close out the MB1 phase. Still has 4 supers of leeway remaining. As Toasty is out of, well, let's say usable ammo, and now is out of ammo completely, has MB2 down. Gotta be a bit of a relief. That's, this is 2 races now back to back, where Ponk has headed into Torian and will have taken down Mother Brain with ammo alone. Toasty, courtesy of Toasty, we at least found charge last time in jail. Apparently, Charge had charges pressed against it and landed in the slammer. True. All good, and all good points being made in chat. Yeah. Well, I'm not playing favorites, Toasty, but no, I am legitimately not playing favorites. But I do like to see as many matches as we can get. So I am hyped for Game 4 at the moment. All right, well, baby high five. As rushes Mother Brain rather stupidly at this point, considering all the times. You'd think the baby would have learned by now. All right, and Toasty with a nice classic style jumping hyper beam closeout. Both runners equipped with the booster, so they'll be able to get out of this escape a nice quick way. And Toasty gets a quick closing gate room there as well, hits the floor running, and passes under each one of those gates. And doesn't waste any time trying to blue bomber or any of that nonsense. It's just straight on. Oh, and it gets a jump through the door. Sweet. Into escape room 4, the big 6x3 rectangular tile room, where the final moonfall is routinely performed, as we just saw there. Toasty re-enters Criteria. It's back into the climb there, does a non-behemoth style side diagonal spark. Is back up the parlor as Ponk is winding around room 4. Yep, Toasty not bothering with any sort of animals here today. Get my emotes in there, and boom. Toasty finishes in first place with an official Speedruns live time. 48 minutes 37 seconds, vastly superior to the last time. Ponk doing his normal animal rescue, cleaning up Toasty's little mess there. And spoiler alert, finishing in second place with a time of 49 minutes 33 seconds. Difference of 56 seconds, less than 1 minute. Yeah, just in case you didn't hear me clearly enough. Looks like I am joined by a Toastmaster. Welcome.
Hey, Smokey. Thank you.
Well, well done.
Yeah,
That
thank you.
was an amazing race, a pretty amazing seed that I would say kind of made up for seed number 1 in a way.
Yeah, that was yeah, seed 1 was pretty wacky. So this was a lot more straightforward, I suppose. And
Imagine if you had to go through number 1 abiding by the SMRAT logic the whole time.
wow. Yeah, I
Oh,
yikes.
dear.
Yeah, but
Oops.
yeah, good game to Ponk.
Hold
It looks
on.
like this was really close.
I am Jeez. Seems I may be having a connection thing that. Okay. Um, my voice connected signal looks good in the Discord now.
Okay. I
Yeah, so
can hear
now,
you.
yeah, I can hear you better now.
Okay,
Sorry
cool.
about that.
No problem. Yeah, just saying that looked like it was really close at the end, so dang. Yeah. Did we do anything really different? Ponk and I?
Well, you went to the gauntlet right away after you after you saw the speed booster at the back there.
Yeah.
A decision I totally supported.
Yeah, I
And
gotta go fast.
Ponk did not make that check beforehand. So GGF, indeed. But yeah, he also went straight to Blue Bryn when he got to the Green Hill Zone, so he didn't see what was in the pipe
Oh.
before you did.
Oh man.
Oh,
Oh gosh,
well, I
yeah.
see
And
my wave beam was at the beach, so there.
oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it was like I was pretty surprised to see that gravity there. I was like, "Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna go mode now." And having bombs already was obviously huge for the worst room in the game. So yeah,
Oh yes, this time as opposed to last time, but I wanted to
yeah,
mention to you as well. Um, I wasn't calming the first race, of course. You were, but now I kind of wish I was, so I
oh
could have
man,
mentioned that. Um, I I kind of like to refer to your X-ray climb as the Toasty special, like I was saying, and in chat the first time I said win or lose, Toasty wins for that alone.
yeah, yeah. Oh man, yeah. That's I think yeah, both good races. I really didn't know what to make of the first one, but I definitely obviously felt pretty behind. But this one, I figured Ponk would do either the same or
Oh
similar
no.
stuff. I mean, there's no way he's not gonna check, the speed booster and not get that, and there's no way he's gonna miss the suits and everything. So it's just like, well, I have to execute as fast as I can to just, you know, and hope and just pray that I get there in the end. So I was kind of surprised. 'Cause I think his execution is better than mine. Just flat out.
Yeah. I was about to ask him
Yeah.
if he wanted to hop in here too, but looks like the room has been closed. So,
Oh, God.
and but what? Oh, oh, well, let's see. Did I
So after
did I
when
want to ask you anything else? Did you?
did Punk go up Red Tower right to Gauntlet, or did he work in the speed booster later?
Uh, God,
Oh,
uh, I'm sorry. This.
testing. Oh no, losing you.
Yeah. Um, I can't really remember this happening to me before. This,
Yeah, no worries.
okay. Okay, that looks a little better. Uh, sorry, you were asking?
Um, when did Punk route in the speed booster at Grav?
Oh, it was a bit later on. He after he checked out Blue Bryn, he went back up. He went back up Criteria, and then just from there.
Okay, wow. So I must have been ahead at that point, so he must have really made up some time somewhere.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
were ahead pretty much the rest of the time, but he made up a lot of it, especially since he got the baby skip and he also got the Zepatite skip the first try.
Yeah. Yeah,
That was giving you a bit of a problem.
that was was frustrating there. I was like, oh gosh, not now. Ah, anytime but now. So, oh well. Yeah, that's awesome. He obviously moved really fast to catch up like that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, but well, thank you
Oh,
so much for commentating this one.
oh
And
yes, definitely, sure thing. Had a commentary hiccup or two. I didn't realize my headset died, but oh wait, Ponk is in the green room here.
oh, nice.
Hello.
Ponk,
Hey,
Hello.
hey,
good game, man.
GG.
Yeah.
yes, big GG's. Less than a minute between you guys and that one. No smoky validation this time, but oh well. Game 4 hype. That's game 4 at least. That's the
Yeah.
important thing now. So, Punk, how did things feel that go around?
Well, first seed was fine. It just had like a trashy start. This one just felt trashy all around.
Oh,
Yeah,
this one seemed.
I'm glad that I went to go to Waterway and found Gravity on the way, which meant I didn't have to go with Waterway anymore, but it meant that I would find Gravity. But yeah, I don't
Oh, that's
know.
right.
What really bugged me was the Fantoon fight. That one was just like that one wasn't even my
Oh,
fault. That one was just like straight up garbage out of hell.
Oh god.
yeah. Toasty had speed at that point, but neglected to go to the waterway. Yes, it slipped
It did,
his
yeah.
mind at the moment.
No, I thought about it and I skipped it on purpose just for
Oh,
time.
I
Yeah.
see. Well, it
Yeah.
paid off.
It paid off. Yeah. Yeah, I could have, yeah, really even, I mean, it takes quite a while without gravity, so
True, or space jump.
but true. Yeah, space jump helps that. And I mean, I was basically just looking for gravity or like charge beam or something. So, all right, as long as gravity isn't there, I'll be okay. And lo and behold, it was ridiculous.
Yeah. And well, it's, both races, Ponk went chargeless. Toasty,
Yeah.
you found charge in jail the first time. Uh,
In where?
in
The
jail,
photo
the
fair.
PBs in jail. Down there in
Hotel Ruby
yeah,
BBs.
Yeah,
yeah,
it wasn't really
underneath
worth.
those. Yeah.
I already had like 65 supers, and like it wasn't really worth it to get it. But it was kind of like memeing at that point.
And we were joking in chat about how that first seed, WJG rolled him, and that first seed kind of looked like a Tracy seed. We were saying a couple times, but it occurs to me, neither of you found space jump either time. I don't think so. Probably wasn't a
No.
Tracy seed.
Yeah. Yeah, so it sounds Punk like the big difference between us and this race in game 2 was I immediately went to Gauntlet after scoping Speed Booster out. You got it later.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think we probably did the same thing. Like you went down, Kraid Ridley, Dragon Fantoon.
Yeah, I did like
Yeah.
all the retro Winstar and criteria checks in between to like
Wow.
loop around after pink Winstar.
No kidding. Because dang, and you like caught up so that's crazy because I skipped all that. So you must have had just like really good movement.
Well, thank you.
I think. I mean, you must have just like to catch up so close.
I think it
I
was
don't
a
know.
pretty close race. I mean,
Yeah.
that's cool. Well, we'll see how the next 3 seats will turn out. Maybe
Yeah.
different than these two.
I know. Yeah, this is kind of odd ones. Like so go mode so early, and then the first one was pretty weird at the start.
So yeah, well, GG to both once again, and it's tied 1-1, best of 5 this round. So I'm excited. We're gonna see game 3 and 4 eventually.
Yeah.
I know those won't be today. I guess
Yep.
you'll coordinate when scheduled.
Yep.
And any additional notes, questions, comments, etc.?
No, thanks a lot for commentating.
Yeah. Good games, Punk. It's oh well.
Oh,
Bye,
and
Punk.
he's gone.
Yeah. Well,
All
good games,
right.
Ponk. He's a good guy. He's a really good competitor. So yeah,
Mhm. And
thanks.
by the way, I wanted to ask, did you hear what I was saying about the X-ray climb earlier, or did my voice cut out on that? Which
I
is
was
very
cutting out a little
possible.
bit.
Oh, okay. That's it was I noted you guys are like the a couple of the X-ray guys. X-ray is Ponk's favorite item, and
Yeah.
the climb you were doing. I like to. I was saying I like to refer to that as the Toasty special, sort of, just because I've seen you do it a couple times, and
Oh
so I
yeah. Yeah.
so I said in chat, win or lose, Toasty wins for that alone.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it was fun, and I kind of committed to I probably should have checked Croc, but still, like, I don't kind of being goofy at that point, and hadn't practiced that in a while. Messed it up a bunch of times. Oh well, it was fun.
Yeah, and two
Yeah.
sub 50s this time. So that's
Yeah. Yeah, this
I'm
was a
not
fast one.
I'm not really familiar with the records, but sub 50s I have to imagine are in like the top 10 or top 20 probably. Someone more in the know of that kind of thing could fill me in, I suppose.
Yeah, well, thank you, Smokey, and thank you, WJG, for getting us set up and swap space and the organizer. So, yeah, I'll see you next match. Thanks.
See you all next mission, and as always, sweetest dreams whenever you next shut your eyes for a few winks. Ta-ta.